Hello.
It's really hard to believe that we've been traveling in our van, Amy and I, for 2.5, going almost, this August 2024 will be 3 years we've had the van, and we've just been exploring all over the United States. It's just crazy. Hey guys, welcome back. And if you're new here to our channel, Tate's Travel, well, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Consider subscribing and make sure you give our video a like if you like it or learned something, got some information, got something out of it. Amy and I only had 2 weeks. We live in Florida and we traveled to Colorado. We only had 2 weeks to explore the state. Okay, so we picked certain areas that we knew we wanted to get in, certain areas of the state. There's quite a bit of distance in between each area, so we had to strategically pick what we were going to do at each location. So, the weather, Colorado Springs, we didn't expect it. I mean, rain, yes. We've had plenty of rain in Florida. We have tons of rain in Florida at times. But hailstorms, I've lived here all my life in Florida and I never really experienced a lot of hailstorms. Not like this, not like we did in Colorado. And we got stuck in spots. With these bursts of hailstorms, thank goodness they didn't last very long, forever. And we tried to find a bridge. We tried to get under like an overhang or something, pull the van, the Aloha. It's just a little less than nine feet tall. So we're trying to, bowl and maneuver somewhere where we just didn't know what to do. We're Floridians, people are honking at us. The bridges are all overcrowded because there's like 100 other cars doing the same thing that we're trying to do. And so we just end up sitting there on the side of the road like, please stop. We saw these like billboards, these advertisements later on, like all over through town, all over through Colorado Springs, the city. And it's for hail insurance. So we're like, oh, that's a no-brainer. Yeah, I guess you have to have hail insurance. There's tornado insurance, hurricane insurance, hail insurance. Just outside of a town called Manitou, I probably mispronounced it, Manitoui Springs. It's within Colorado Springs. It's a small town, and apparently it's very popular. They have all kinds of events and different things going on throughout the year. There are lots of restaurants, shops, different places that you can go, art exhibits, different things, places to explore. We really didn't have a lot of time for that, and plus it started raining on us, so we went straight to our campground. Amy booked us at a campground called Garden of the Gods RV Resort. So it was pretty cool. We found our spot, backed into our spot. There's a section where I guess they put all the vans, I don't know. And there's a long fence running on the back of it. But it was nice. It was a nice, wide open spot, had full hookups. Amy broke out her work laptop, started working from the van. I got the great pleasure of collecting all our dirty clothes because we were running out of clean clothes, and I had to go to the laundromat. Well, I found the laundromat easily at the front. However, apparently I had to download this app, an app to do laundry, and then I had to figure out how to transfer money from our bank to this app so I could get the machines going. It was really strange, but maybe that's normal to people that are tech savvy. I don't know, but for me, being from Florida, I've never seen those. But I got it to work. I decided to get the electric bike off the back, and I drove into town. I guess it would be riding my bike into town. I guess I could drive it. I don't know. But I went in. I found a grocery store in town very easily, not very far away. The rain had let up just for a minute. Got back, cooked us dinner. Amy continued working, throughout the evening a little bit. The only bad part was a couple hours during the day. Well, there was construction going on behind that fence, and like, I don't know. That's my best sound effect for that. But a really big squirrel in the tree beside the van that kept staring at us. I was keeping a close look at, close eye out for that thing because I didn't know if he was going to come in there and start snatching stuff out of the van or what. Next day, the second day there in Colorado Springs, Amy and I experienced some more rainstorms off and on throughout the day. So we said the heck with it. We loaded up the van. We drove into the entrance of the park, Garden of the Gods, which turns out it's only like a mile or so. It's in the heart of the city, and it's only a mile away from our campground.
Got it. You got it. You got it. I know sometimes life can be tough, and you feel like you just had enough. When you're thinking everything is gone wrong.
Once you get in there and go into the entrance, it's a long scenic drive with these red rock formations in the background, and then off behind the background of these red rocks is Pikes Peak and all these snow-capped mountains. So it's just, you got one scene and then you got another scene and then you got the road ahead of you and you're taking in all this stuff. It's just a really cool experience. And we drove up to the Visitor Nature Center.
Keep on trying. You got it. I believe in you. You got it. I know you got this. You got it. Just keep on trying. You got it. There's been a lot of bumps in the road. Oh, yeah.
So you can see the park any way you want. We decided for our first visit, we would go into the Nature Center, get a free map, and check out all the exhibits. We had fun taking pictures, looking around, seeing all the artwork. We ate at one of this little small cafe that they have in there, ate some food, went out onto the terrace that overlooks the red rock formations and off in the distance, learned a lot about the park itself. Amy booked us a vehicle tour, so there's a couple different vehicles. Not the cool vehicle there, but this is our ride. And the guy came out, he had his 6-shooter, a real working 6-shooter loaded with bullets, and apparently the tour guides can carry these 6-shooters on their sides.
You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. I know sometimes life can be tough, and you feel like you just had enough. When you're thinking everything is gone wrong, just remember that I'm here to cheer you on. Yeah, I wanna pick you up from the ground, let you know that I'm always around. 'Cause I know we can make it, yes we can make it if we try.
Did the whole loop. There's another souvenir shop on the other side of the park, so you can drive it, Segway tours, you can horseback if you want. You can trailer in your own horses. A lot of different parking destinations, areas that you can park within throughout the park on the loop, and you can get out on foot and take as long a hike as you want and go through these big, huge rock formations. Some of the rock formations are at least 300 feet tall, and they're all, they all date back to the Ice Age, where the land eroded as the seas drew back, and then you have these big, huge formations that are just magnificent and incredible, and they're just huge and towering, and when you walk between them, you feel like a little small ant. Garden of the Gods. Beautiful. One of our favorite areas on the other side of the park from the visitor center was called the Balanced Rock. There's this humongous balanced rock. It's basically balancing on this small foundation. And on the other side is another big boulder. So the main road actually cuts through the rock and then comes back again through the rock with a little parking area there. And you get out, you walk up onto the rock surface and go take pictures. We pretended like we were holding up the rock, like probably every other tourist does, but we did it. The Tates did it. We get that box checked off on our bucket list. But it was fun. It was beautiful. And then even with the rain, with the rain made everything just so, I don't know how to describe it, just dark and deep and just very vibrant, So as opposed to probably a sunny day where, it looks completely different. Or on a winter day where the park's got snow all over the place, But for us, we liked it. We enjoyed it. The rain didn't bother us. The hailstorms, yes, but the rain, not so bad. You see, help me point to it. Help me. Point to the van.
Oh.
No. No. Not working.
No.
And up there's Pikes Peak, but you can't see it. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I got you. If you've never been to Garden of the Gods Park, oh my gosh, or Colorado Springs, you got to go. You got to put it on your bucket list. If you're going to go, I would plan at least one full day. Do like we did. We went back the next day. We did the tour the first day, and then we went out and explored on our own, did a couple hiking trails. It rained on us, went back to the campground, and then the very next day we got up early, went back to the park, and we knew our bearings, so we went to the different places and was able to park early in the morning, get out and walk through all these different formations, and just had a heck of a time. It was just beautiful. Now, Colorado Springs itself, it's cool. Everywhere you go in the city, in the background is Pikes Peak. That's one thing we did not get to do. We didn't have time. Like we had scheduled earlier that we were going to go up Pikes Peak. Well, it turns out that Canada had some wildfires, and all this smoke just came down in I mean, it was like the best way I can describe it is you're driving through the city, you see Pikes Peak, all the mountain tops and everything, and all of a sudden it's just a white whoosh in front of you, white whoosh in the back of you, white on the sides, in the background. You can see what's in front of you on the sides, in the back, but past that, it was just like white cloud of smoke. It was crazy. And we met up with two of Amy's friends that actually live in Colorado Springs. Now they're originally from the area of Florida, and they moved out there years ago, and they were telling us they super enjoy it. They actually own a Winnebago Travado camper van, which is a little bit bigger than ours, and absolutely fell in love with it. We got to go do a tour of it and check it out. They took us out and we ate dinner with them. Then they took us to a local bourbon distillery. This was our first one. This is before we went to the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. This place is really cool. It's a couple of stories high. You go in, the first floor is the bar, where a lot of people are, their tables and nice bar setting and all this fancy stuff and their own private labels. And you can go up the stairs or take an elevator up to the second floor. They got like foosball, they got ping pong, they got video games, they got darts. You can order drinks while you're up there and hang out. You can rent the place out if you want for a pretty reasonable price. I was seeing on their website. You should check out their website if you haven't. But then we went up to the third floor, and on each floor there's these like plastic flaps, you know, like you're going into a freezer. And they told me to go out there and look. So I looked, and there's a little balcony, and down below is all these barrels of bourbon. Just cool. Just layers and layers stacked on top of each other, barrels of bourbon, and then this huge American flag in the background. It was just a really cool time. We really enjoyed it. The last thing we did is we went into the Colorado Springs downtown area. We went to a place called Shrunken Heads, I think is what it's called. It was a tiki bar, and inside the bar, you actually sit at these tables they have these swings. And we sat across from Heather and April, Amy's friends. We ordered some different drinks, and they come in these weird concoctions with just weird looking monkeys and all kind of cool stuff. They have a waterfall inside. Underneath the table is one of those, do you remember those bright light games you played when you were a kid? And maybe the kids still play with them today, but little bright lights, you get little pegs and they're neon different colors. Well, you can play with them underneath the table as you're swinging, drinking your drinks. If you stuck around this long, appreciate it. Appreciate you coming by. Check out our website, thetatestravel.com, and you can read the guide. And, you know, maybe this helps you out a little bit and gives you some ideas of what you can do when you go visit Colorado. Tate is out because there's no Tates today talking, so Tate is out. Oh, rolling. I'm just going to hook this microphone right here so I can show you this. So when we were in Colorado, my main camera is the one I'm filming on right now. It's the Sony AS7 III, and I love this camera, and I take it everywhere with me. And I took it to Colorado, but Insta360 has really soaked me for a lot of money lately, and you'll see that in the upcoming videos. Different things and tools I'm using while we're out traveling to videotape our travels, and it's just so much fun. This is easy. This is called the Insta360 Flow, and it is just remarkable. So there's a little magnetic piece right here, and it clicks onto the back of your phone like this. Boom. See that? Well, you can straighten it out, and you can actually open the app, the Insta360 app, and level it out if you want to. But this right here is magnetic, and what it does is it just, you hear that? It's pretty dang strong. But it unfolds like this. It's real easy to carry around. It's already turning on. Once I unfold it, it's already starting to turn on. So it has a tripod, and we'll talk more about this later on the channel because I really want to show this off. And I buy all my own camera equipment, so this is not sponsored anyway. It's just me liking a certain product. But this thing right here, you can film yourself. You can turn it different ways. Use it as a gimbal. Get some slow, smooth shots. You can also lock it in on you, and it'll follow you, track you back and forth with the AI. It's really cool. But like I said, we'll talk about that in an upcoming video. But this Insta360 Flow is what I filmed the majority of this video in Colorado Springs with, and it was neat just to have it to jump out because one step there, put that in there, you close it up, it automatically turns off. You can throw it. It comes with a nice little carry bag. You can put it in the bag, throw it in your pocket, throw it in your backpack, throw it in the car, and it's easy just to pop out and pop it on. Boom, 2 seconds, you're filming. So that's pretty cool. I just thought I'd add that in there at the end, kind of let you know how we filmed that video. All right, Tate is out again. Tate, that's it. That's a wrap.